Hi, I'm Larry Dignan with Constellation Insights, and we're here with Raju Malhotra. He's Chief Product and Technology Officer at Certinia. Hi, Raju. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Larry. Thanks for having me.
So, Certinia used to be Financial Force, I guess, for the people who are uninitiated. At a high level, what does Certinia do?
Yeah, so Certinia helps technology and services organizations orchestrate people and work. What that means is really we help on any organization of a certain size and above manage their professional services business, sell it, manage it, and deliver it, all within the construct of enterprise business.
So is it basically like a ERP systems for services units?
So we work with the ERP and CRM systems. We're native on Salesforce platform, so we connect with all the data sources. But think of us as, selling services is unique in the sense you really have people, their hours, their skills as the currency. So we work with the CRM to help them in the sales and pre-sale process, estimate, can you even bid on this project? And hopefully you win that bid. And once you bid that, then how do you manage your resources, help the consultants enter time and expenses, and really then finally manage it like a true P&L with all the financials behind it. So really we connect with the ERP, CRM that our customers have, but really manage it as a professional services automation cloud.
Okay. And you just did your summer release, and I noticed a couple of agents in there. So wanted to talk a good bit about that because, who's not talking about agentic AI? So I guess walk us through the two you have and sort of what the roadmap looks like in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So we announced a number of things in the summer release. The most notable, actually, you're right, are the two agents that are staffing agent and customer success agent. And these two agents help our customers really accomplish many of their day-to-day tasks in a highly accelerated, very productive, and a high quality way. So for example, we've been working with some early adopter customers. In some cases, the staffing agent, can reduce what it used to take them hours into less than a few minutes. And similarly for customer success agent, it really helps them be way more productive and impactful in their business.
And you were an early Agentforce partner. How has that platform evolved, and what was, were all these agents built on Agentforce, or did you use something else?
We built these two agents on Agentforce, and you're right, we have been early partner of Agentforce. And since last year around Dreamforce, when Salesforce announced the Agentforce platform, that was Agentforce 1.0, and it's been less than a year, and Agentforce has evolved from 1.0 to 2.0, and now it's the 3.0. And in terms of capabilities, has really come a long way, and we are very proud to be part of that partnership and giving feedback to Salesforce to make it better for our joint customers, and also be the beneficiary of some of the early innovation that has come through Salesforce.
Now a lot of enterprises it's pretty early in the agent journey, so to speak. There's so many enterprises trying to get their data act together. What have you learned in terms of building these agents, and what are some of the best practices to think of?
I think the one thing that you just mentioned already, it's really getting the data quality, data integrity in the right way. But the broader point is, it's really about thinking in a unified way how your disparate systems, and more importantly, disparate data actually gets connected. So when you think about AI, be it predictive AI, generative AI, or the agentic AI that we're talking about, actually is built on the complete view of your customers that requires the unification. So I think the number one learning is it goes back to some of the basics around discipline for how the data is collected, managed, retained, cleansed, and transformed, all within the boundaries of the organization, so it is actually ready to be taken action by the agents.
And is everything that you built your agent on, is it all in Data Cloud, or is it pulling in different data sources all over the place?
So we are, get the benefit of being on the Salesforce platform. So we're pulling in data from Certinia, which is really going to the Salesforce platform. We're really thinking about source of truth here as the services project. And that is built from customer data that comes from CRM, comes from financial data, but really we kind of manage that for our customers. And if they have Data Cloud, that story gets better. If they have Slack, if they have Marketing Cloud, if they have Service Cloud, but we really require the Salesforce platform as a requirement to operate. And we manage the rest of the work for our customers. But we also realize our customers are part of ecosystem within Salesforce, so they may have other products. And as they add on other products, it actually gets increasingly better for them.
Okay, so your customers may have Databricks or pulling in from wherever.
Absolutely, okay. And we expect that this is a very heterogeneous environment. So we expect that heterogeneity of data systems, workflows, and we work within that construct to make sure the personas we are serving have a very unified view of the data that they want to act on within Certinia.
So what has Model Context Protocol meant for you in terms of, because I guess when you started these agents, MCP was sort of a small idea. It got a lot of traction this spring. How did that affect how you built these agents?
Yeah, so we are also early adopter and part of the program for MCP on the Salesforce platform. And we are learning a lot on using the right type of MCP clients and servers within the ecosystem. So we have a lot of internal use cases of how we are developing our products using the MCP, but we also making sure our customers actually have access to not just Certinia and Salesforce, Agentforce, but also connection to all other systems through MCP. So that's something that we make it possible for our customers to interoperate in the new way, in the agentic way, using MCP.
What are some of the things that are missing today? Or I guess if you had a punch list, wish list, what would that have on it?
On MCP or on Agentforce in general?
Agentforce, MCP, kind of the whole thing. I mean, because it's all kind of being developed on the fly.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing at Constellation, we're seeing like enterprises, you can get the prototype pretty easily. It's when you're scaling it, there just seems like there's foundational things that are just, kind of being built on the fly.
Yeah.
So I guess what's the wish list for you to scale your own agents?
So I think on the wish list, number one is there are some capabilities we still want to make sure we have as an ISV. What Salesforce has done a great job of building out the roadmap for Agentforce for the customer, and we work very closely with Salesforce to actually get the packaging, get the monetization, get some of the telemetry reporting as an ISV, so we can make it natively available for Certinia customers. So that's, I think, about capabilities. I think the second really aspect is about how we're going to orchestrate agents within our system, because we're going to have a number of agents within Certinia that will work with other Salesforce agents maybe, or within other Certinia agents, as well as through interoperability of agent to agent or MCP with other third-party agents also. So that, I think, the agent orchestration is going to be a second category of wish list. Then I would say as we think about performance and scale, especially at the level that Certinia operates for our customers, we have 2 million users, and we have a huge set of requirements about latency and performance. I think those are the third set of requirements. I would say the final sort of area is really about the enterprise readiness, of which security is a big construct. MCP is a protocol, as we just talked about, and I think we really need to think about security in a much more specific and significant way that has to be baked in as part of the platform. So those are some of the areas that we have a wish list around.
Do you think that effort comes from the hyperscale cloud providers that everybody rides on, or is it more an ISV software kind of play?
I think it's all of the above, frankly.
Okay.
I think there are different levels of it at an infrastructure level, at a platform as a service level, and then Certinia as a software as a service provider, agent sort of provider. I think really security has to be top to bottom, left to right concern for everyone. So I would say there's a different role, but very specific role for each of those providers to be part of.
Okay. You had mentioned before, I think it was on the analyst briefing, about models that are actually auditable and deterministic. What exactly did that mean? And I guess how should enterprises be thinking about model choices in general? Because
Yeah.
it's almost like every third day we have some, some leapfrog or some competition or, something going on.
Yeah. So I think the trust and transparency has to be a big part of not only what the model comes out with the recommendation output, but also how it came out with. And it's also trained on, the responsible, trustworthy, unbiased as much as possible data. So what I meant earlier was we think about AI as predictive AI, generative AI, and agentic AI. Generative AI and agentic AI, by their very nature, are non-deterministic based on, the model that the different type of models that they're, based on. And I don't mean about hallucinations. I think those hallucinations are actually, improving over time, but it's really about determinism. So when we think about, financial reconciliation, account payable, account receivable, it's not okay to be 99.999% right. You want to be 100% right, and you want to have this auditability. So I think that's how we use some of the machine learning models. That's part of our predictive AI capabilities, where we can actually drive that determinism in our capabilities and our reporting to our customers whenever it's needed. And when it comes down to simplifying complex pieces of information, taking some actions like an agent, we use the foundational models that are based on LLM.
Okay. In terms of your roadmap going forward, I guess what's next in terms of what you're thinking about, in terms of scaling agents and, just sort of your experience so far with agents. The other thing, I guess, is, how do you think about process now that you start playing around with these things more?
Yeah, I think the pace of change is so fast, and it is only getting faster and faster. So I think it's first of all, very interesting to see how we within Certinia product development team are applying some of these new agentic technologies and really rethinking the whole notion of product development. And that is not only about faster development, but also much more quality, and customer-focused development. But as we think about roadmap for our customers, it is going to be about improving some of the work that we already have in the market as part of our early adopter program for staffing agent and customer success agent. We have some other, agents also planned. One of them is a Certinia Central agent, which really helps our customers get the most value out of their Certinia investment, and really acts as effectively a customer success manager for Certinia. And it helps you not only get some information in a much more user-friendly way, but also helps you do some tasks like upgrade, schedule some changes, et cetera. So we really want to make sure we are the starting point for making sure our customers are successful using Certinia, and we provide that. And the broader focus for us is to really think about professional services cloud as a set of capabilities in continuum. When we think about services estimation as part of sales process, when we think about resource management, when we think about project management, when we think about financials as part of professional services cloud, we have specific areas of investment in making those capabilities be more relevant as part of our roadmap. Similarly, customer success is very important, and we think about customer success cloud effectively building on the power of professional services cloud. So both of those are very much a focus for us as we build our roadmap and bring that innovation to our customers.
All right. Anything I didn't ask that I should have? Any final words?
I think you asked a lot of great things already. I think one of the areas that we see the world is moving to, especially in the enterprise professional services, is a workforce that is not just inclusive of humans, it has agents. And one of the key areas that we are driving our plans for is how would a orchestration using Certinia would help our customers in a hybrid human and agent workforce, not just purely of humans, and really thinking about having agents as your team members, as your peers, as well as having a team that actually gets overall concept of delivery to your end customers in a very different way than what we have been traditionally used to. And we want to prepare our customers for that world, and we want to have the right capabilities and really drive towards that hybrid human agent workforce.
All righty. Thanks for joining us.